Good afternoon friends, myself Priyam and here I am bringing you new batch of mains 2021 for the geography. What are the problems that are faced by students in the geography is that the nature of paper that has changed over a period of time. Like the recent paper that has happened in 2020 has changed the nature, the paper behavior in the last year's pattern, because this year they have mostly asked the question which are mostly of the conceptual nature. In the past we can see that there are most of the question which are of the factual nature. So basically from here, from this platform of YouTube, this institute GLC IS Top 50 is bringing you the free education to you with a quality and productivity that will reflect a good marks in your exams. Okay, so basically here I will be discussing you the plan and the scenario of the question paper that has come last year and how we are going to tackle this, right? So basically there are two things that is important. First is, the most important thing is syllabus. So firstly what we have to understand and the syllabus, and the second important thing is previous year question paper. Now what we have to understand that there is a correlation between these two. Firstly we have to cover the syllabus, and what we are going to get that the previous year question that has been asked in the recent mains exam, they are completely covering this syllabus. So firstly I will tell you the syllabus and I will give you example, and I'll let you know that how you have to solve these previous year questions. Okay, so firstly we will go through the syllabus. Basically the main syllabus is divided into two parts. So first part is physical geography and second part is Indian geography. This physical part is also including the world geography, right? So this portion will cover 30 marks. This portion will cover 30 marks. There is one beauty of this subject. You can score more than 50 plus marks in these two papers, because this is the most productive syllabus of your exam. This is the most reflective subject of your exam. The labor that you will put into it and the marks that will give you this syllabus is like it is like कि दूसरे सब्जेक्ट से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. It is very much important than other subject, because here you have plethora of content and you can have opportunities to understand the nature of the question and you can score very good marks. So firstly I will be discussing you about the physical and world geography. If we look into the content of this syllabus, the first point is major physical features. Second, major geographical phenomena. Third part is world climate. Firstly I will discuss you with this part, physical and world, their last year question paper, and then I will move on to Indian geography, right? So what is written in major physical features is like they will be asking mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, lakes and glaciers. What they are asking in major geographical phenomena is earthquake, tsunami, volcano, city and cyclone. Then from the world climate, what they have written in the syllabus is climate and seasons, Second, they are asking distribution of rainfall and climate. Thirdly, climatic regions. And then climate change and its effect. This topic is mostly of environment nature, and they can give you this question in around 5 marks also. Okay, now I'll tell you that whatever the question they have asked in the previous year paper, they are totally and completely reflecting this part of the syllabus. There are 3 questions of 3 marks each. There will be 2 questions of 5 marks, means it will conclude 9 marks, it will conclude 10 marks, and there will be 1 question of 11 marks. So it will conclude around total 30 marks. Right? So what I want to explain you, that if you will cover whatever written in your syllabus, you can score more than 28 plus marks in this part. This world geography and physical geography portion is that much scoring that I'll explain you how. By looking onto the previous year question, you can very easily understood that the question and the nature of the question that have been asked are totally and completely covering the syllabus. So what I will do in this mains course is that basically covering this part of the syllabus, not teaching you the geography, not teaching you the extent of geography, but the marks that you are going to achieve in this exam is what is I am going to give you that much only, because covering this much syllabus is more than enough to understand and score 28 plus marks in this portion. So like the last year question 3 marks, you can understand that write the name of instrument used to measure intensity of earthquake. Intensity, it's very easy question. Now they have mentioned the topic earthquake and they have asked from here only. They have not crossed the syllabus. This is what I just want to say you, that whatever written in the syllabus, you just have to cover that much only. If you will cover that much, you will surely and definitely score the marks. Now second question is San Juan River. Write the name of country of flowing of San Juan River. Now they have given, now this question come from this part. Major physical feature, they have mentioned rivers. And from here they have asked from that where the river San Juan is flowing. Next question is write the name of the climatic region represented by BW symbol. This question has come from this portion, climatic regions. There are mainly 2 theories that are running the climate. One is Köppen theory, second is Thorndike, and then there is Trevartha also. There are 3 theories. So they have asked this from Köppen, BW symbol. It's very easy. Now you can understand that climate, if we will cover these 3 theories, there will be no question left which you will not be able to solve in this exam. Understood? So there are 3 questions of 3 marks, 1 question from this portion, 1 question from this portion, and 1 question from this portion. So what I am going to cover in these videos, I'll start from this. I'll cover the world mountains, then world plateaus, then plains, then river, lakes and glaciers, then readily moving on to the major physical phenomena, earthquake, how earthquake come, what are the terminologies related to earthquake, major earthquake regions of the world, then what is the tsunami, how tsunami comes, then volcano, types of volcano, then their shape, then there are landform associated with volcano, then cyclone, there are 2 types of cyclone, tropical cyclone, temperate cyclone, how they origin, what are the structure of the cyclone, what are the conditions that are favorable for the coming of these cyclones, then there will be current also involved into this paper. Now they have started asking this question. So this portion they can also ask the word related to the cyclone, because you can find that there are lot many naming of the cyclone, Nisarg, Yas. So in future also they can ask in 3 marker this also, like Nisarg, they will just give Nisarg or Yas, so you have to write that also. So we have to understood that cyclone or earthquake, recent earthquake, wherever it may have occurred. Then world climate, we have to cover climate and season. This is a basic thing. What is the climate and season? Then distribution of rainfall, how the rainfall is distributed. Like in equatorial region there is more rainfall. As we go above, there are types of climate like marine climate, British climate, where we found that there are whole year rainfall. Like Mediterranean climate, where we find that there is a rainfall in the winter. Okay, then there is a monsoon type of climate where we find there is a rainfall in the summer. So all these things I'll cover into this distribution of rainfall portion. From here you can very easily understood the thing. Then there are climatic regions. There are climatic regions that I have already told you. It is based on the three theories: Köppen, Trevartha and Thorndike. If you will cover these three theories, you will score not only in 3 marker but also in 11 marker. Later on I'll show you that there is one question of Köppen and Thorndike which has come, and it includes 11 marks. Okay, then climate change and its effect. You all have understood this topic, that climate change and its effect. It's a modern day problem, and it's more of an environment type question, but they can ask you this question in 11 marks or 5 marks very easily. What is climate change? They can ask in 3 marker. Okay, so we have to cover this also. So what I will do, I will covering this portion, and I will let you score more than 28 plus marks in this exam. Okay, now coming on to the 5 marker question, let me explain you that there are 5 marker question also which are the part of the syllabus. What are the three principal types of weathering? This question: what are the 3 principal types of weathering? This is more of a physical phenomena, and there are 3 types of weathering. As you can understand, there is a biological, mechanical, and there is a chemical. Understood? There are 3 types of weathering, and how you will write this question. What are the types of 3 principal types of weathering? Describe. Now you have to write like, understood that, like, this is the page where we have to write. This much portion has been given for the 5 mark question, right? This will cover the 5 marks. Now how will you approach this question is very important. Firstly, if you will define weathering, this portion will cover your definition of weathering. Then here you can cover types of weathering with example. Then this will cover 3 types of weathering, as I have already told you, this much portion. And then you will conclude that this is ongoing phenomena, and we can see this phenomena in our day-to-day life, and this will change the nature of landform over a period of time. So there is a structure that you must create before solving any question. Okay, so this is also I will teach you in this class, that how you will approach towards your question. Okay, how you will write the answer, how you will write the good answer, how you can be very different from the others, how your answer will make you different from the others. This is very important to understand. Next question, let me take you to the syllabus again, and next question is like what are the major features of tropical savanna climate, right? So this has come from this question. Now this question, what are the major features of tropical savanna climate? What makes your answer different from the others is, in the geography you must understand how to make map. Not only making map, but within a stipulated time. This is very much important, and I will teach you how you can make the whole world map within a 30 seconds. You can make whole of the world map, or any of the continent. You want to make Africa, you want to make Asia, you will take any continent, you will make it within 5 seconds. That's my promise to you. You can make any continent within 5 seconds, and whole of the world within 30 seconds. So let's discuss this question. What is the tropical savanna climate? Right? So tropical savanna, it is mainly developed in Africa region. So if you will make a little bit of map here, like you know the condition, it is the transition phase between equatorial rainforest and the desert climate. Okay, basic feature: grasslands, trees, deciduous trees, most of the trees. Then there is a transition phase. The world, most of the animals, they are found into this. The rainfall is less than the equatorial rainforest but more than the desert climate, best developed in Africa regions. Now if you will make a little small map here in this question, this will give you, this is Africa. Now this portion, now this portion is equatorial rainforest, right? This much portion. Rest all starting from here and it will go till here. This is tropical savanna climate, best developed region. Okay, so by making this map, you can all, and by naming some countries, like here is Mauritania, Mali, here it is Niger, Chad. Okay, it is below the Congo. Okay, here Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, 3 countries, then Namibia, Angola on this side. So by making this map, you can give an edge to your answer, right? So here you can write what is savanna climate. Okay, then it is best developed, what are the main feature, then firstly you can define, then the features, and then regions covered, and then conclusion. In conclusion, why they have asked this climate, what is the reason why they haven't asked any other? Because this is the region which is mostly affected by the climate change. The most of the grassland region, it is converting into desert. You have understood the word desertification, you must have listened this word desertification. What is this meaning? Desertification is what? It is converting grasslands into a deserts. Okay, it is the development. So in conclusion, you must write that we need to safeguard these grasslands. Okay, by giving some examples and by giving summits also. There is a summits on conference on desertification also that is happening. So by giving those examples, you can conclude this answer. I think you must have understood. Now I will be moving towards 11 marks question, and then I will be moving towards Indian geography. Now in 11 marks, they have, firstly I will let you to the syllabus. Now in 11 marks, they have asked, discuss the origin and characteristics of tropical cyclone. Now they have mentioned the syllabus, in the syllabus, that is cyclone, and they have asked from here only. In the second question, describe the main types of wind system and highlight the causes of their origin. The world is divided into how the wind system is working. Okay, like trade winds, westerlies, easterlies, they are asking this, and what are the causes of their origin. Okay, like climate, temperature is one of the major causes of their origin. So they are asking from the syllabus only. Then divide India into climatic, this is Koeppen and Thornwhite. Then describe the origin of monsoon in India. This is from the Indian geography. So basically from this portion you can very easily understand that there is very easy, and the fetching, this portion is very much fetching scoring marks in your exams, and this will give you an edge. Now next portion I will be discussing you with Indian geography. Right, second portion I will be discussing you with Indian geography. Now what the syllabus says in Indian geography, they are saying major physical feature, first. Second, they are saying physiographic division of India. Third, climate, and in climate they have mentioned origin of monsoon, right? Then they have mentioned El Nino, then climate and seasons, then distribution of rainfall. right? Then fourth portion they have mentioned natural resources. What they have said in natural resources, like water, forest, soil, B, rocks and minerals. Fifth they have mentioned population, and sixth food processing. And related industries. Right? So in physical feature they have mentioned the same, that is mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, lakes, etc. Now I'll be explaining you what you have to understand. The first portion is saying major physical feature, like when we talk about the India. Basically I will be discussing you the half of the portion, right? So this is India. So in physical feature you have to understood the mountain ranges like Ladakh, Jaskar, Karakoram, then here Garo Khasi, Jayantia, okay, then यहाँ Abor, Mishmi, right? Then यहाँ Naga Hills, Patkai Bam and all that. In coming down Satmala, Balaghat, then Narmada, Vindhya, Aravali Hills. You have to understand that whatever the mountain ranges that are there. Then you have to understand the plateaus, Deccan Plateaus, Chota Nagpur Plateau. Then you have to understand the plains. Ganga Plains is divided into 4 portions. Then the river, there are Himalayan rivers, then peninsular rivers. You have to understand that. Then there are important lakes like in Ramasar, whatever the important lakes in Ramasar sites also. So you have to cover that also. They can ask in 3 mark from this portion. Then you have to understand this portion. This is very important, physiographic division of India, like Himalayas, Great Northern Plains, okay, peninsular plateau, islands, deserts. There are 5 or 6 major divisions, okay. Then you have to understand the origin of monsoon, El Nino, climatic season and distribution of rainfall. Then natural resources like water, forest and soil. Forest you can cover from the forest report that has happened. Soil you can cover from the soil reports that are coming by government. Water resources are provided by Ministry of Water, so you can cover from there. Rocks, various rocks type like Archean, Dravidian, Kudappa. You have to understand the rocks and metamorphic igneous also in this way also. Then there are minerals, very important minerals you have to cover like iron ore, coal, uranium, okay, bauxite, diamond, manganese, and the industries related to it, you have to cover that also. Then in population you have to cover census 2011, they can ask. And there are population theories given by Malthus, demographic transition theory, okay. So these 3 theories you have to cover. Then there is a question from the food processing. So you have, we'll cover all this portion in this manner. You can understand that how you can cover this syllabus. Now I'll be coming to the questions that have been asked from this portion, and then I will be concluding this session. So by looking onto the question, firstly the same nature, there is a 30 marks question. You know it and you understand it. So they have asked the names of 3 important tributaries of Chenab. You have to name the tributaries of Chenab, okay. So this will cover from the river portion. What is Kareva soil? Kareva soil that is found in Kashmir and mainly famous for केसर का जो होता है वो यहाँ पे होता है Kareva soils में, okay. Then what is blue revolution? This revolution you must remember all these revolution: white revolution, yellow revolution, blue revolution, okay, green revolution. All these revolution you must remember. At which place name the Narmada and Tapti rivers come? Like in nearby Gulf of Khambat, they are close to each other. So by understanding all these things, you can very easily score marks in this portion, okay. Now next, coming to the 5 marks question, what are the 3 principles? Why are jute mills concentrated in Hooghly Basin? Now this question, that why jute mills are concentrated in Hooghly Basin. Now you understand. Like this is West Bengal and most of the jute industry. Now you have to explain why, what are the nature, because this portion is mostly before independence also, it's basically a raw material. Okay, raw material, that is most important element. Then Kolkata, seaport, foreign export, industries, transportation, labor is very important for the jute. And the Bihar, Jharkhand, it is the most important states that is providing labor to these jute industries. So you have to understand that what are the features that are important. This question is something which is very different from the question, from the nature of the question from the last year. So you have to understand the changing nature of the questions also. Okay, so next, coming to the next question, like they have asked in 11 marks, divide India into climatic zones according to Koeppen and Thornwhite. So we will be covering that Koeppen and Thornwhite, and side by side we have to cover in India also. ठीक है, इंडिया में कौन कौन सी क्लाइमेट है. Then origin of monsoon, they have asked this question from the syllabus only. They have not crossed the syllabus. What I want to convey you, that the origin of monsoon, what I just want to convey you, that if you will cover your syllabus thoroughly, and very important thing is that I have already told you that these two things are very much important, and I have explained you also that how syllabus plays very important role in covering the questions. So I will be concluding this session by saying that you can come and join us by downloading GLC Top 50 app, where you will be getting the mains classes, and in a very less time you will be scoring, we will be covering 60 marks. I will be covering 60 marks of geography, and this app is providing mains classes to you, and you can get the good quality from this app. I will be concluding this session by telling you that these two things are the basic thoughts that you must clear it and you must understand it, and by this I will be highly thankful to you and for attending my session. Thank you. Good day.